All right, you're watching and listening to Behind the Golden Shovel. We are here with Mark Hall of North Point, and we're talking about, boy, lots to talk about really with the SALT project, this development. I want to talk, Mark, a little bit more while I have you here about, really the future of Sherwood, the potential that is possible.
Well, one of the things that is happening, obviously, throughout the Southeast is the advent of EV production. There's an announcement almost monthly about more jobs, more manufacturing, reshoring to the Southeast, and with the incentives that the state of South Carolina provides, we are a front runner through SCA on a lot of these projects. So I know right now SCA is tracking several really strong leads. And then in terms of the support, logistics, warehouse, that the port growth in the Southeast is just phenomenal right now. And there are a lot of factors, obviously, that contribute to that. And the trend line was very strong before the pandemic, and certainly the pandemic has accelerated those trends. And so what we're doing right now is taking advantage of the growth and the opportunities, both manufacturing and logistics, at the same time being good stewards of the land, of the opportunity, and being good neighbors. And I think that's the blend that the community is looking for, and something that we keep in the forefront of our minds.
Absolutely, well said. I want to, really expand a little bit more too on partnerships. Talking about private and public partnerships like Southern Carolina Alliance and North Point. Not just that, and not just on this scale, but even on a grander scale. Why that is so key in really getting things done and propelling projects like this one.
Well, I think what any strong organization does is have a great view or perspective on what they do well, and then the things that they want to do in alignment with others. And so just like owning a restaurant, for example, you have a great chef, a great cook in the kitchen, but who's going to run the business? Because the chef's just pushing out great food, but who's doing the marketing, who's taking care of payroll, all those kind of things, which a lot of times a high creative is not great at. And so with private developers like North Point, in conjunction with a public entity, State of South Carolina Department of Commerce, Southern Carolina Alliance, they can attract the big manufacturers. They have the ability to incentivize that kind of investment, while in conjunction with what they do, we can invest in a speculative project, roads, water and sewer, other infrastructure, to develop a complementary infrastructure to those jobs. And so for us, the partnership has a lot of synergy, and I think that at the end of the day, it's something that the community will look back on in 20 years, and for all the reasons we discussed, be proud of what has been accomplished.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's an impressive partnership that we look forward to seeing how it develops, pun intended, over time, and we'll check back on that as well. You did talk about port growth a little bit. I want to take the minute that we have left to just expand on that in Savannah and Charleston, outlook on Jasper, and we'll leave it with that for listeners and viewers before we head out.
Well, I think that one of the things, again, that we're experiencing throughout the Southeast is just tremendous opportunity and growth. Again, a lot of reasons for that. First and foremost, the Southeast is the fastest growing segment of the U.S. population. There are some things that, without getting into politics, that the West Coast is losing market share to the East Coast in terms of shipping. And so it's up to us to figure out how, as we grow our ports, to become more competitive. And I think, what we have been able to do over the last year or so is to take a broader look at the market, and as we discussed earlier, sort of erase those invisible lines and look at this region as one market, regardless of the state line or the river. And so I think the opportunities for us are tremendous looking forward if we can find a way to overcome a few obstacles. But I mean, the future is ours.
Absolutely agreed. Well, looking forward to checking in. We're gonna, speaking of looking ahead, we're gonna be talking to Danny Black here as we come back from break and really expanding some more on some of these topics and what we can expect from this partnership as well as others. But thank you so much.
Thanks.
We
Enjoyed it.
appreciate you, and we appreciate you. We'll be right back with more Behind the Golden Shovel.